What's up, my man?
What's up, Sap?
How are you doing, guy?
I'm good, my man. Good to see you once again, sir.
It's good. It's very good to see you. Always good to see you, right?
Likewise,
So,
sir.
finally getting down to it?
Yeah, man. Been getting down to it, you know.
Yes.
I'm basically at that point in my life where it feels like when I started again, you know, just training every day, like, you know, it's post-lockdown, there's no fight. We don't know what's going on with our organization. They're not saying anything, but you know, still working, and it's strange, man. This is the best time it feels to work because there's absolutely no pressure. You're actually improving on your own now. I'm actually appreciative for this time because I actually became a mixed martial artist again, and I'm learning the martial arts and I'm loving it. You know? The lockdown for me was pretty much like a blessing in disguise, you know, because at that time, to be honest, I really even wasn't part of a club before lockdown. Like, I was basically looking for a team to train at and so on, you know. I was sponsored by Benoni City VW. They took their car back, you know, so now I'm back in the taxi. I'm back, you know, no more trains, so like, you know, no fight. So it's actually quite an expensive sport to get involved in, you know. So when lockdown began, I actually discovered a dude, white dude. I say white dude because it's basically, there's great mention on that because he talks of prison gangs and with Mr. Wes Watson, you know. So Wes Watson was talking about like discipline and the mind and so on and so on, and he spoke and it resonated to, you know. And it was basically during lockdown and so on. So I was watching dude, like, you know, waking up every morning. You've met my brother. I started training him, so like they would hear me wake up 4 a.m. You know, do 100 burpees. Next day, do 150 burpees, then 200. Then you know, because you know I was basically like, I got on that tip like I'm going to lead by example. You know, I want my brother to train. I want to motivate him, and then like, you know. So he eventually started training with me, you know. Like when I say 150 burpees, like people think I do them one go, and I just basically showed him like, you know, you start 10 times, it's 100, you know, 25 times, it's 100, you know. I'm impressed with my maths. It's not so good, but yeah. So basically that's when that started. So I was doing the burpees, and post lockdown, just when lockdown was about to end, you know, I made a pact with my brother that, you know, I wanted to be out of like our hometown springs and so on, you know. And you know, the power of the mind, the power of faith, and you know, I said within 21 days we'll be at a top tier, you know. And wallahi, on the 15th day, you know, I met somebody. That's where I was at Georgia, my previous gym, Infinity. I met Bram Boysen, you know, awesome dude as well. Kicked off my training, you know, post-lockdown. Started training, just got me into that, you know, because lockdown, it's basically you're at home. I'm doing burpees, I'm shadow boxing, I'm running, I'm trying to do all these things, but it's not, you know, I don't even have a bag at home, you know. So came to Pretoria, moved out to Pretoria, you know, started hitting the bag again. Moved out to Bram's gym, Infinity MMA. Started hitting pads again, so you know, got really into it, you know, and